So we will start the Drugs and Magic Remedy Act 1954 and rules. Miracles in drug. Ask your doctor. There are certain drugs which cannot be claimed that they can cure. This is against the Drugs and Magic Remedy Act and rules. The object of this act is to control the advertisement of drug in certain cases, to prohibit the advertisement of certain purposes of remedies alleged to possess magic qualities, and to provide for matters connected therewith. Say while, for example, there are three different advertisements which claims so they are against the rules. Shake oil liniment, release instantaneously, lose weight with the left bend, and less wrinkles in only minutes. These things are not possible. Extend and commencement, it extends to the whole of the India except the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and applies also to the persons domiciled in the territories to which this act extends, who are outside the said territories. Number two, it shall come into the force on such date as the central government may by notification in official gazette. 1st April 1955, by notification number SRO 511, date is 26 February 1995, Gazette of India, 1955, Part 11, Section 3, page 449. Definition, advertisement की definition देखें. Advertisement includes any notice, circular, label, wrappers, or other document, and any announcement made orally or by any means of producing or transmitting light, sound, or smoke. So this is the definition of advertisement. Now, magic remedy. Magic remedy includes talisman, mantra, kavach, and any other charm of any kind. This is alleged to possess miracles, power for or in diagnosis, cure, or mitigation, treatment or prevention of any disease in human being or animals, or for affecting or influencing in any way the structure or any organic function of the body of human being or animal. So this is known as magic remedies. Then drugs includes a medicine for internal or external use of human being or animals. Any substance intended to be used for or in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment, and prevention of disease in human being or animal. Any article other than food intended to affect or influence in any way the structure or any organic function of the body of human being or animals. Any article intended for use as a component of any medicine, substance, or article referred to in subclass 1, 2, and 3. This we have already covered in the Drug and Cosmetic Act. Then registered medical practitioner. Who is a registered medical practitioner? Means any person who holds a qualification granted by an authority specified in or notified under the Section 3 of Indian Medical Degree Act 1916, 7 of 1916, are specified in schedules to Indian Medical Council Act 1956, 102 of 1956, or who is entitled to be registered as a medical practitioner under any law of time being in force in any state to which this act extends, relating to the registration of medical practitioner. Classes prohibited advertisement. Under section 3, number 1, prohibition of advertisement of certain drugs for treatment of certain disease and disorders. There are certain disease and disorder for which we cannot perform the advertisement. For the procurement of miscarriage in women or prevention of conception in women. B, the maintenance or improvement of capacity of human being for sexual pleasure. Correction of menstrual disorders in women. The diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment, or prevention of any disease, disorder, or condition specified in schedules, or any other disease, disorder, or condition by whatsoever name called, which may be specified in the schedule or in rules made under this act. Prohibition of misleading advertisement relating to the drugs. Subject to the provision of this act, no person shall take any part in publication of any advertisement relating to a drug if advertisement contains any matter which, number 1, directly or indirectly gives a false impression regarding the true nature or character of drug. So such type of advertisement are prohibited. Makes a false claim for a drug. Third, is otherwise false or misleading in any material particular are prohibited. Third part, prohibition of advertisement of magic remedies for treatment of certain disease and disorder. No person carrying on or purporting to carry on the profession of administrating magic remedies shall take any part in publication of any advertisement referring to any magic remedy which directly or indirectly claims to be efficacious for any of the purpose specified in section 3. Fourth, prohibition of import into and export from India of certain advertisement. No person shall import into or export from the territories to which this act extends any document containing an advertisement of above nature referred to in 2 and 3. Class number 2 and 3 referred drugs cannot be imported or exported. Following classes of advertisement are not prohibited under this act. Number 1, any advertisement relating to the drugs printed or published by government or any other person with prior permission of government, either government itself or any persons who has taken the prior permission from the government. Any advertisement relating to a drug which is sent confidentially in prescribed manner to registered medical practitioner. Advertisement including any book or treatise, a written or printed composition dealing with any matter relating to the diseases. Any signboard or notice displayed by a registered medical practitioner on his premises indicating that treatment for any disease, disorder, or condition is specified in schedule section 3. The schedule or rules made under this act is undertaken in those premises are any advertisement relating to a drug printed or published by any person with previous sanction of government granted prior to the commencement of the drugs and magic remedies, also known as objectionable advertisement, Amendment Act 1963, 42 of 1963, provided that the government may, for reasons to be recorded in writing, withdraw the sanction after giving the person an opportunity of showing cause against such withdrawal. Advertisement relating to the drugs which comply with the required condition as follows. A. Leaflets or literature along packaging of drugs or advertisement of drugs in medical, pharmaceutical, scientific and technical journal. Therapeutic index are price list published by licensed manufacturer, importer or distributor of drug or medical literature distributed by medical representative with the condition the advertisement should contain only the information required for guidance of registered medical practitioner regarding what? Therapeutic indications, route of administration, doses and side effect of such drug or drugs, and precautions to be taken in treatment with drugs. Distribution of such literature should be given to registered medical practitioner, dispensaries, hospitals, medical and research institutions, chemists and druggists, and pharmacies. Names of the disease, disorders, and conditions as per the schedules. These are the disease and disorders mentioned in the Drugs and Magic Remedy Act, like starting from the appendicitis, atherosclerosis, blindness, blood poisoning, Bright's disease, this is kidney disease, cancer, cataract, deafness, diabetes, disease and disorders of brain, disease and disorders of optical system, disease and disorders of uterus, disorders are menstrual flow, disorders of nervous system, disorder of prostate gland, dropsy, that is also known as edema, epilepsy, female diseases in general, fevers in general, fits, form of structural changes of female, bust, gall stones, kidney stones, gallbladders, and gangrene. So this is the list of diseases and disorders whose advertisement is prohibited. False claim. Glaucoma, goiter, heart diseases, high or low blood pressure, hydrocele, hysteria, that is also known as uncontrolled emotion, infantile paralysis, insanity, leprosy, leukemia, lockjaw, locomotor ataxia, lupus, nervous debility, obesity, paralysis, plague, pleurisy, pneumonia, rheumatism, ruptures, sexual impotence, smallpox, statures of person, sterility in woman, then trauma, tuberculosis, tumors, typhoid fevers, and venereal disease. Penalty: whoever contravenes any of the provisions of this act of rules made thereunder shall or conviction be punishable. Number one, in case of first conviction, with imprisonment which may extend to 6 months, or with fine, or with both. In case of subsequent conviction, with imprisonment which may extend to 1 year, or with fine, or both. Offenses by companies: if the person contravening any of the provision of this act in a company, every person who at the time of offense was committed was in charge of and was responsible to company for conduct of business of company, as well as company shall be deemed to be guilty of contravention and shall be liable to proceed against punished accordingly, provided that nothing contained in this subsection shall render any such persons liable to be a punishment provided in this act if he proves that offense was committed without his knowledge or that he exercised all due diligence to prevent the commission of such offense, notwithstanding anything contained in the subsection 1, where an offense under the act has committed by company and it is proved that the offense was committed with the consent or connivance of or attributed to any neglect on the part of any director or manager, secretary, or other officer of company. Such director, manager, secretary, or other officer of company shall he deemed to be guilty of that offense and shall be liable to proceeded against and punished accordingly. Company means a body corporate and includes a firm or other association of individual and director in relation to the firm means a partner in the firm. Case studies, we can undergo the case study. Action against a self-styled Baba who advertised offering magic treatment to the patient. The division bench of acting Chief Justice A.K. Sikri and Justice R.S. Endla sought response from the government by an asked petitioner A.K. Jain to make city-based Nirmal Baba a party in case the petitioner alleged that Nirmal Baba had been advertising in different electronic and print media claiming to offer magical treatment while claiming himself to be a representative of God. The petitioner sought a ban on all advertisement by Baba, saying that such publicity was contrary to the provision of Drugs and Magic Remedies Act 1954. The common man is being misled to the self-styled Nirmal Baba under the belief that problems of particular person will be solved with this blessing. The Baba is spending lakhs of rupees on his advertisement and he earned more than rupees 200 crore within a few years in Delhi, the petition said. Another petition, MD Purnath Pharmaceutical convicted for the violation of Magic Remedies Act. Pitambaram Punnathur, Chennai, Additional Chief Justice Magistrate Court, EU, Ernakulam in Kerala, convicted the proprietor and license for Musli Power Extra, a herbal aphrodisiac manufactured by Punnath Pharmaceuticals in Kerala for violation of provisions of Drugs and Magic Remedies Act. So the court has imposed a penalty of 50,000 and also imposed jail sentence of 4 months on proprietor KC Abraham. In default of payment of amount, the Abraham will have to be undergo rigorous imprisonment of period of 3 months more, the judgment says. The case against the company was charged by Ernakulam Zonal Office of Department of Ayurveda Drug Control, Government of Kerala 2009. The complainant, Dr. R.Y. Zone, then Ayurveda Drug Controller at the zone, alleged that the company had committed offense punishable under the Section 7 of DMRO Act, that is Drug and Magic Remedy Act. Another, in September 2009, the company had been given advertisement in a leading magazine violating the provision of the Act. The advertisement stated that the product cured infertility, that we have already studied. One cannot claim that infertility is cured by enhancing the sexual capability and fertility. The drug inspector urged in the court that advertisement was in the contravention of provision of Section 3B of Act and item number 48 of Schedule of the Act. About the violation case, the drug inspector John said, Musli Power Extra manufactured by Kunnath Pharmaceutical is a good Ayurvedic product, but case was taken by giving publicity violating DMRO Act. The Drug and Magic Remedies, also known as Objectionable Advertisement Act, clearly specifies the provision of advertisement for certain drugs, especially in category of drugs described as a aphrodisiac. He said the company, through the advertisement, was claiming that product could treat infertility in both men and women. The product is formulated from Safed Musli, known as Indian herbal aphrodisiac. Consumer Education and Research Society, Ahmedabad, another case brought to the notice of regulatory authority in Gujarat, sale and promotion of certain health gadgets by Onibio Healthcare in violation of Drug and Magic Remedies Act. Company was found promoting and distributing sunset to cure from migraine and sunstroke, socks for acidity, pillow covers for spondylitis, palm guards for Parkinsonism disease, eye sets for sinusitis, T-sets for high or low blood pressure, bed sheets for paralysis stroke. When regularly asked the company to produce scientific evidence to support the effect of infrared, which is claimed to be present in the product, the company said it had never undertaken such studies by any recognized Indian Misleading Advertisement and Consumers Institute. Subsequently, the regulator prohibited the sale and promotion of the product. So thus we have completed the Drugs and Magic Remedies Act.